often get complaints from people saying, Mr. Duncan, you always talk about the weather. You are always going on and on about the weather. But today, I make no apologies. The weather here today in England is absolutely glorious. Look at that at the moment. It is a crisp day here in England. Welcome everyone. Hi. Hello to the internet. Hello to the interweb. Hello to everyone watching on YouTube. This is English Addict Live. It's a lovely, lovely day today. I hope you are happy because I really am. Hi, everybody. This is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? Are you as happy as I am today? I hope so. I feel great today. I have to be honest with you. I woke up this morning, the sun was shining. In fact, I think we will take a moment to enjoy what I saw this morning when I looked out of my bedroom window. Oh, what a lovely way to start today's live stream. Looking out the window, the view this morning that greeted me as I opened my weary eyes. And here I am once again. I hope you are well. And guess what? Guess what? Yes, we have made it through another week. I don't know about you, but I think this week has gone really quickly. It seems to have flown by. Yes, it's Friday. I am such an excitable bunny rabbit today because I feel great on this super duper day. I hope you are having a good time. And the weekend is just around the corner. If you have anything planned for this weekend, anything special happening in your life, you know I am always inquisitive. I like that word, inquisitive. If you are inquisitive, it means you are interested in what is happening around you. Maybe you are inquisitive about one particular thing or one particular subject, or maybe you are inquisitive as to what a person is doing this weekend, like you, for example. So what are you doing this weekend? Are you doing anything special this weekend? I'm doing quite a few things this weekend because Mr. Steve is venturing out into a new project which I will be helping him with, which brings me on to another subject, my lesson times. Sunday, Wednesday and Friday, 2 p.m. UK time. You can catch me every week live on YouTube, 3 times a week. Can you believe it? So on Sunday, I will be with you. However, next week, there will be a slight change. There will actually be a change to Wednesday. And there is a reason for that, because I'm helping Mr. Steve with something. The new thing that Steve is working on, I have to give him some assistance. So that's what I'm doing next Wednesday. So there will be a slight change to next Wednesday's live stream. I will tell you all about that on Sunday when I am with you, when I have more time to explain, because we have a busy show today. I must be honest with you, I have a lot of things to do. And in fact, I have a feeling that there's something I've forgotten. Do you ever get that feeling? Do you ever get the feeling sometimes that you have forgotten something? You're not sure what it is, but you know you have forgotten something. There is something that you have forgotten to do, something that has slipped your mind, but you don't know what it is. It happens to me a lot. I think it might be my age. Today we are talking about give and take. 2 words that can be described as antonyms. They are opposites. So you give, you take. You give and you take. So we are talking about those words, the way in which those words can be used in the English language. If you are like me, you are probably an English addict. Talking of which, the new website is slowly coming along. That's all I'm saying for now. But I am working on my new website, so this will allow me to migrate from YouTube as my base, because for 13 years I've been using YouTube as my base site. So this has always been my home. However, things are changing soon. I will let you know, so I won't do anything without telling you first. So you will be the second to know. I, of course, being the first. So I hope you're well. Can I say congratulations to Grace? Hello, Grace Chin. Congratulations and well done, because you are first on today's live chat. Well done. Grace, you are first on today's live chat. Thank you very much for joining me. Flower Espoir is also here. Guadalupe, hello to you. RHS. Sweetness Mitra is here as well. Do you know one of the worrying things about doing this? I always worry that you will be bored. And one of the things that always makes me more worried is when I can see how many people are watching the live stream, because it's always in front of me. So sometimes my mood will go up when lots of people join, and then my mood will go down when I see lots of people leaving. So it is a very strange thing when you are doing this live, because you are always reacting to what is happening out there on the internet. Hello to you, just in case you don't know what this is. It is English Addict Live. Yes, it is. We are doing lots of things today. Here is an interesting word in the English language, and there is something very unusual about this word. Do you know what it is? I'm sure quite a few of you will know, but there is something very interesting about this word. Can you tell me what it is? The word is rhythm. Rhythm. So when we talk about rhythm, we are talking about beat. So something that is happening with a certain beat. So maybe your heartbeat has a rhythm. It is something that is happening over a period of time at a steady pace. Your heartbeat has a rhythm. So when we talk about rhythm, we mean the word beat. So maybe you can beat a drum, but also beat can be the pace of something. So the rhythm is the beat. So beat can be a verb. Also, it describes the thing that is beating. So your heart will beat. The drum will beat. So many things can beat. It means something that is happening at a certain tempo, a beat. And of course, the word rhythm. A lot of rhythm. Do you have rhythm? I think so. So here we go. There is something very unusual about this word. What is it? Please tell me. I'm sure you will give me the answer because I know I have a lot of savants out there watching. Hello also to Luis Mendez watching here today. I am trying some new technology today. You won't be able to see it, but I'm trying something new today. So I hope it works, or else I will end up with lots of egg on my face. I will look a fool. Hello, Palmyra again. Hello, Rafai Full. Hello to you as well. Also, Halil, who is watching in Turkey. Hello to Turkey. I have been to your country twice. I have. Hello also, Pascalis. Hello from Greece. Oh, Greece. Now, there is another place I've been to in my life. I've been there twice as well. I went to a beautiful place called Corfu, a lovely Greek island. I still remember those lovely Greek nights sitting in the warmth of the Corfu evening. Oh, beautiful. Hello, Nicola. Hello to Palmyra Thazin. Hello, Thazin. It's nice to see you here as well. Also, Belarusia. Hello, Belarusia. Thank you for your message, by the way. I hope your mother is feeling better. I know things at the moment are not good with your mother, so I send my best wishes to you and also your family as well. Hello to Tanya. Hello, Tanya. Tanya says, I am watching The Green Mile. Oh, yes, a pretty good book. And also it was made into a movie as well. Yes, The Green Mile, a very interesting movie starring Tom Hanks, among other people as well. Khan Kylo is here. Hello, Khan. Nice to see you here as well. Mirella. I like your name, by the way. It's very unusual. It has a nice feel when you say it. Mirella. Hello, Omar. Hello also to Tang Nguyen. What is the topic today? We are talking about give and take. Also, we mustn't forget that today is Black Friday. So last week I talked about this briefly and also I showed you a video. Black Friday is today, officially, because Thanksgiving was yesterday in the United States. A lot of people ask me, Mr. Duncan, do you have Thanksgiving in the UK? We don't. We don't have it here because it is a US celebration. So we don't celebrate it. In fact, quite the opposite when you think about it. So hello also to Siddiqui. Hello to Christina as well. Thank you very much. very sad images, but also a strange mood as well. I think you are referring to my video that I played earlier, the view outside. It was still, it was quiet, it was rather nice, in fact. I do like those sorts of mornings where everything is still and misty and cold. By the way, it is freezing at the moment. At the moment, it's freezing in the UK. It is around 4 degrees at the moment, so it's very chilly. I'm sure there is something I've forgotten to do. I can't remember what it is. There is something I've forgotten to do today. It's in my mind, but it's disappeared around the back, behind the sofa, unfortunately. Hello also to Ahmed. Hello, Ahmed. Also, hello to Rakesh. Nice to see you back, Rakesh. Thank you very much. Mr. Duncan, nice to see you after 2 days. I am not late for this live stream. The topic today, many things. Another thing I want to talk about, because it's Black Friday, I thought it would be fun to talk about the strangest thing you have bought or seen for sale on the internet. Now, a lot of people at this time of year like to go on the internet to buy their things. Maybe they use eBay or maybe Amazon. So what is the strangest thing you have ever seen for sale on the internet? I will show you something a little bit later on, an unusual thing that I didn't expect to see when I was looking last week for something to buy Mr. Steve for Christmas, because December is just around the corner. Which reminds me, so many things to remember. Here is something else that I have to mention. December is just around the corner. So tomorrow will be the last day of November, and then December will be here, which of course is a busy month for some people. It's very busy here in the UK because we have the general election on the 12th of December. A very strange time to have a general election, I have to be honest with you. In winter. I mean, most people will want to stay in the house. They don't want to go out to vote. And also the 25th, we have Christmas. And there is something I've noticed. Christmas Day is on Wednesday this year. Ooh, so maybe I have something planned for that as well. So December is going to be a very busy month for many people, including me. Also, let's have a look who else is on the live chat. Sherzad, hello to you watching in Kurdistan. Nice to see you here. Lots of people watching today. Also, Paquito, hello to you watching in Spain. Apparently, the rain in Spain is falling everywhere at the moment. Hello also to Irene. Come on, Irene. We have the mystery idiom. Would you like to see the mystery idiom? Yes, there is a mystery idiom today. Don't worry. I haven't forgot. So here it is, today's mystery idiom. This is something that I create just for you. Something to allow you to think about the English language, and also something that many people say is rather unusual. So here is today's mystery idiom. All you have to do is say what you see. Mystery idiom. So there it is. Today's mystery idiom. It is a well-known phrase in the English language. All you have to do is tell me what it is and maybe give me the definition. So there it is, the mystery idiom for today. And now it has gone. Hello also to the researcher. Hello, researcher. I am intrigued. What do you research? What do you look at? Is there something special that you do? Hello also to Christina. has a plan for this weekend. My plan for this weekend, I am going to the gym to work out. And then I will take a lovely walk along the sea, waiting for the sun to go down. That sounds like the perfect weekend. I have a lot to do this weekend, unfortunately, because I'm helping Mr. Steve with something. But don't worry, I will be here on Sunday at 2 p.m. UK time. So don't worry. Today is Black Friday. Did you buy something, Mr. Duncan? I haven't bought anything. There isn't really anything I need, to be honest. There isn't much that I really need. Hello, Anna. Your live streams are always interesting. Don't worry about that, Mr. Duncan. The topics are involving and your gestures are vivid and funny. Thank you very much for that. I like your vote of support. Business New Win is here as well, watching in Vietnam. I know I have a lot of people watching in Vietnam. Hello also to Aykut, who is watching in Turkey, another Turkish viewer. A lot of people watching in Turkey. Whenever I think of Turkey, I always think of my Christmas meal, sitting down to eat a lovely, big, juicy turkey. Tomek. Oh, hello, Tomek. Nice to see you. I hope you are well. My son is waving at you. He thought that you can see him. Well, maybe I can see you. Hello, Tomek's son. Yes, I can see you all. Especially you over there. What are you doing? Stop doing that. Oh, dear me. Can't believe it. And you. Why are you doing that? That's terrible. And also Tomek. Hello, Tomek. I can see you there. And also a big wave for Tomek's son as well. Why not? I'm feeling so happy today. Guhar, please accept lots of love from this student. You are looking amazingly nice. The best words to describe you would be an energizer. Oh, thank you very much. A little bit like the battery. So you might describe the battery that you can buy to put in your toys as an energizer battery. So thank you very much. I'm glad you are taking some inspiration from this. It isn't easy to do this, by the way. A lot of people think it is, but it isn't. I'm sure there is something I've forgotten. I'm pretty sure there is something that I have forgotten to do. So here is an unusual thing that I've seen on the internet. Here is something very unusual. And I think it's very strange anyway. So I was looking through the internet. I was flicking and clicking on the internet. And I went on to Amazon to have a look at one or two things. Normally things that I can't afford. And I came across this particular thing. And I was very surprised to find this on Amazon for sale, because it seems like an unusual thing to buy through the internet. And here it is now. So this is a very unusual item to find for sale. It is a defibrillator. So we were talking about rhythm and also beat earlier on. And this particular device is used to help restart your heart or to help maintain the rhythm of your heart. If you are having problems with your heart, maybe you are having a heart attack, some sort of heart episode, something is going wrong with your heart. So this is a useful device that you can use to help regulate a person's heartbeat if they are having difficulty with the old ticker. So I was surprised to see this. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, but I was surprised because it came up on my recommendations, and I don't know why. So that's the big question. Why did Amazon recommend a defibrillator to me? What are they trying to tell me? What is going on? Maybe they are worried about my age. So there is something unusual that I saw on the internet the other day, I was also surprised at how expensive they are. So a defibrillator can cost between £1,000 and £2,000. So quite expensive, in fact. So that was my unusual thing. But the strange thing was that was actually recommended to me. I don't know why. Maybe Amazon knows something about my heart that I don't. Very strange indeed. Hello also to Sinem. Hello, Sinem. Please tell me hello. Please say hello. Sinem, hello to you. I am waving now all the way from sunny England. Yes, the weather outside is ever so nice. Would you like to have a look outside again? Okay, let's have a look outside right now. Oh, look at that. I feel so happy about looking out of my window and seeing that, because over the past few days the weather in the UK has been really bad. I'll be honest with you. We've had some horrible weather recently, so I must admit it does cheer me up when the weather looks nice. So have you ever seen anything unusual for sale on the internet? Another thing I've noticed sometimes on Amazon and maybe eBay is when someone is selling an item that's very expensive. For example, a television set. So maybe someone is selling a television on Amazon and it's very expensive. I have seen some televisions for sale. There is one that is £33,000. I don't know why you would spend £33,000 on a television. So I've seen some very expensive things on YouTube. I don't know how or why you would spend £33,000 on a television. Really, I don't understand. Hi, Lee Kwang says, Mr. Duncan, Amazon recommended the defibrillator to you because you are very old. Okay. Sinem says, do you know about Turkey? Yes, I do. I know all about Turkey because I've been there. I actually visited Turkey twice. So I've been on 2 trips to Turkey. I even made an English lesson in Turkey, and it's on my YouTube channel. Hello to all my friends in Colombia, says Vlad Perez. Nice to see you here as well. Yes, I suppose Amazon would say, Mr. Duncan, we know how old you are because you gave us your age. So maybe they are recommending a defibrillator just in case the stress of doing this becomes too much. Maybe. We are talking about some interesting words today. First of all, here is the word that I showed you earlier. So why is this word so unusual? The reason why this word is strange is because it is used and spelt using no. Can you see it? It's all consonants. Yes, there are no vowels in this word. So A-E-I-O-U. There is no vowel anywhere in this word. So rhythm is an unusual word because it is made up of consonants. There are not many words in the English language that do that, in fact. Hello to Lewis, who sends a lovely message to Belarusia. I hope your mum gets better soon. You have made me laugh with your stove. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know about that. Suddenly, I don't know what that is. There is a story that Belarusia is telling everyone, and I don't know about it. I feel left out, to be honest. I really do. Which is the better way to learn English? You can learn it in the way that you feel best with, or the way that you feel the most comfortable with. There are many ways of learning English. Some people like to read. Some people like to listen. Some people like to practice speaking, but in fact, what I always say is you have to make English part of your life. So you have to use it every day. You have to get used to hearing and reading and also speaking English. So it is something that you do over time. Amazon will gain a lot of profit if they sell off the products of their composer. Oh, I see. I'm not sure about that. I don't know what you mean by that. It says Chip Chip TV. But I was surprised to see something that is used to help start and regulate your heart recommended to me on Amazon. I was a little bit worried, to say the least. Hello, Eman. Hello, Eman, watching in Oman. Nice to see you here as well. Oh, I see. Belarusia says, sometimes I forget that I have something on the stove. Something is cooking. And sometimes Belarusia will forget about it. Christina says, have you heard about the employees at Amazon? They are striking because of poor conditions here in Italy. I see. I have heard that there are some employees at Amazon who are not happy with the working conditions and the way they are treated. However, it's very interesting. I've noticed on television over the past few weeks, Amazon have been advertising on TV here in the UK, in England, and they've been showing tours. You can actually go on a tour around their factory, which I find quite interesting. Sally Jama. Hello to you, Sally Jama. Nice to see you here today. And it's lovely to know that you are joining me live on Friday. There is something that I've forgotten about. There is. I'm sure it will come to me soon, but there is something that's in my brain that I've forgotten about. Take. The word take is an interesting word, quite often used negatively. So we think of take when we are receiving something, when something is being removed, or maybe something is being taken away. So you take something away. So quite often take is used as a negative word. Of course, we can use it in other ways as well. You can take a photograph. So when you take a photograph, you capture an image. So take can be used negatively, but also in a positive way as well. If you are writing something down, maybe a person is speaking and you are writing down the words they are saying, we can say that you take notes. So if you take notes, it means you are writing down the thing you are listening to. Maybe you are taking notes from me as I speak to you today. Take notes. Also, I suppose another word we can use is grab. Grab. So this is something that you do when you want something quickly. Maybe you want something in a hurry. You don't have much time. So you grab the thing. You grab something. Maybe you are hungry. So you grab something to eat. It means you get something to eat, something that you can prepare and also consume very quickly. You grab something. Maybe you are in the street and someone goes by throwing money into the air. They go around throwing money all over the place. So the first thing you will do, you will try to grab some of the money. Ooh. 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 Grab. So grab something, to take hold of something. Another word we can use is seize. Seize. Again, an interesting word. And can I just say that this is a word that is often misspelt. A lot of people spell this word incorrectly. Seize is another word for grab or take hold. So you might seize a person's property. You might take someone's property from them. So to seize something is often used in legal terms when we are repossessing or taking something back that belongs to us. Or maybe if a person owes money, you might seize their property or their house. So seize means to take. We can also mean if something comes to a halt or if it suddenly stops. It also seizes. Catch is another way of using the word take. Catch. So maybe you catch something that is flying through the air like a ball. You will catch the ball. So you take the ball as it is moving through the air. You catch the ball. Ooh, catch. So to catch something is normally to capture or to take something as it is moving. Maybe you catch a butterfly or you catch your next door neighbour's cat in your kitchen. Catch. A very interesting word. Who would have thought that there would be so many words connected to a simple word like take? Swipe. Now you might not think that this word is connected, but it is. Swipe. So when you swipe something, you take it in a hurry. We often think of swipe relating to your mobile phone when you are looking at something. But also swipe can mean take. You swipe. You take something very quickly. Maybe a person will swipe your bag from your shoulder as you are walking through town. They will swipe. A similar word is grasp. Grasp. Once again, the word grasp means to take. You grab. You grasp something. Maybe you are on the bus and the bus is moving around and you are standing up because there are no seats. So you have to hold on to something. You grasp something to stop yourself from falling over on the bus. Grasp. To grab, to take hold, you grasp. Another word, clutch. If you clutch something, once again, it means you grab. You hold on to something. You clutch. You grip onto something. Clutch. It is also part of the car as well. So your motor car will have a clutch if you have gears. So the clutch will allow the engine to make the wheels go around at a certain speed. Clutch. So you will have a clutch on your car. And once again, it means that two things are grabbing each other. Hence the name clutch. Another one very quickly. Capture. Now this is a word I've used already today. Capture. If you capture something, it means you take it. You hold it for yourself. You capture something. Maybe you capture a wild animal, which you shouldn't do, of course. Capture. You capture an image by taking a photograph. Capture. So to take something is to capture. You take it and you keep it for yourself. You don't let it go. You keep it. You capture something. Here's another word that can be used instead of take. Pinch. Now, pinch in British English can mean steal or take something. So if you steal something from a person, It means you pinch it. Someone has pinched my mobile phone. Someone has pinched my pen. So if you pinch something, you steal it. You take it away. You thieve. You are a thief because you pinched my phone. You stole it. So the word pinch can be used in more than one way, and we can use it in this sense to mean take or steal. You pinch something. Another word, snatch. Snatch. Once again, snatch is very similar to steal or to take, normally using force. So if you snatch something, you take it with force. Here, give that to me. That's mine. Ooh. You snatch something. You take it with force. We can have a pinch of salt. Yes, sweetness, you are right. If you have a pinch of salt, it means a small amount. But in that sense, we mean something that is held between the fingers. So you pinch something. So in that sense, we are saying hold something. Normally between your thumb and forefinger. So that's what you normally do. You pinch something. And that's why we say a pinch of salt, because normally you hold the salt between your thumb and your forefinger. Pinch. Hello to Martha. Poland is here. Hello, Martha. Sorry I'm late. Yes, I think you might be a little bit late, but don't worry about it. Don't worry. There are some interesting points to make in English. There are many things that are interesting to talk about, and now we are going to take a look at the differences between two words that look connected and seem similar, but are in fact very, very different. I'm often asked to explain the differences between certain words. Some English words appear similar, which can lead to the assumption that their meanings must also be the same. A good example of this misconception occurs with the similarity of the words continuous and continual. On appearance, they look almost identical. While it is true that they are both adjectives and their definitions do overlap somewhat, there is still a distinction between them. First of all, the word continuous means forming an unbroken whole without interruption. Something that goes on without stopping is continuous. To form a series with no exceptions or reversals is to be continuous. There are continuous advances in medicine and treatment. Cell phones have evolved by continuous improvements on previous designs. Continuous is always moving forward without reversing or making exceptions. Then there is the word continual, which to a certain degree can be used in the same way as continuous when describing something that goes on without interruption. However, in this sense, the word continuous tends to be the prominent one. The word continuous can also be used to refer to space as well as time. That is to say that something goes on in distance as well as over an open-ended period. The development forms a continuous line along the coast. The alarm sounded with a continuous whining noise. Continual, on the other hand, typically means happening frequently, with intervals between, as in, the bus service has been disrupted by continual breakdowns. Overall, continuous occurs much more frequently than continual. So, to recap, continuous is to go on without a break, deviation or reversal relating to time and space. Continual is to happen frequently, with breaks or pauses in between. The use of these words in adverb form are bound by the same definitions as their adjective forms. Continuously and continually relate to how something occurs or behaves. Having said that, in adverb form, continuously and continually can both be used to mean constantly and without a break or pause, often in a negative way, which is where the confusion between these two words often arises. Oh, I've gone. I've disappeared. Where have I gone to, I wonder? Okay, I will put you out of your misery. I have remembered the thing that I forgot all about. I have remembered, everyone. Yeah! I have remembered. But where is Mr. Duncan, I hear you ask? Where are you? Well, I am now outside. I have come outside because I've remembered what I forgot to do. It suddenly popped in my head whilst we were watching that particular video all about the differences between continual and continuous, and now I am live outside. Yes, exactly. And it's freezing cold, let me just say now. So the reason why I've come outside is because I've just remembered that I forgot something. I forgot about something very important. I forgot about my lovely feathered friends, the birds. I forgot all about the birds, and at this time of year the birds do get very hungry and thirsty because there isn't much food around for them to eat. So that's the reason why I'm doing this now, because I thought I will do it during the live stream because, well, first of all, it might be something interesting. So that's one of the reasons why. Hello also to E-Man, because now I have the live stream outside as well because I'm trying out some new technology. Hello E-Man. Hello, I want to improve my English grammar. Can you tell me the best way to improve my English grammar? Well, the same way that I always say whenever anyone asks me this question, the answer is do it as much as you can. Read as much as you can. You have to make English part of your life. It has to surround you. It has to be something that you see and hear every day. Yes, Mr. Duncan, you are now outside, but it must be freezing cold. Can I just say it is freezing cold outside? Yes, you are right. I am absolutely freezing. Thank you, Christina, for your kindness. So the reason why I'm outside at the moment is because I am going to feed the birds, because I've been neglecting the birds for quite a while. And if you look behind me, you might be able to see the bird feeders are actually empty. So there, behind me, is my lovely bird feeder. But the problem is, the bird feeder is empty. There is nothing in any of the feeders, as you can see. And I think the birds have been getting rather angry, to be honest. Hello to Paquito. Thank you for joining me today. Yes, we are live. There is a live camera outside in my garden, and this is where I am right now. I'm going to get some bird food, so will you excuse me for about 15 seconds? So talk amongst yourselves. I will be back in a moment. I am guessing that you didn't think that you would see this today. I'm outside in the freezing cold. It is around about 4 degrees at the moment. It really does feel as if winter is in the air right now. So I'm going to feed the birds. A lot of people ask, Mr. Duncan, what do you feed your birds? Here is something that I like to give to my birds. It is called sunflower seed. So this particular thing is sunflower seed. It is something that I give to my birds. You can see there. It is sunflower seed. It comes from the sunflower, of course. Now, some birds are a little bit lazy. Sometimes they don't want to peck and open the seeds with their beaks. So this particular seed has been done already. So the outside of the seed has already been removed, so the birds don't have to struggle. So it makes it easier for the birds to eat the seeds. I won't do all of these because some of you might think that this is a little boring. So I will put some of the seed into the bird feeder, and then hopefully we might see some of the birds as well. We might see them coming down. What about you? Do you take care of nature in your garden? Do you ever do anything outside your house to attract the birds? Nearly there. Over the past few years, taking care and looking after the birds has become a big business. And for many years, I have been putting bird food out for the birds. Do, do, do. Another thing that birds like, oh actually I can't use this because it's a little bit dirty at the moment, so unfortunately I can't put any peanuts in there. I need to clean that. So instead I will use this for my little pieces of suet. Let me just show you something. So here is another thing that I use. I will bring it to the camera so you can see it. There. Can you see that? It is a type of suet. So this is something that the birds really like eating at this time of year. They absolutely love it. They really do. Look at that. No, I'm not going to eat it. This is for the birds, not for me. So I will put some of this into this feeder. Now, a mistake that many people make is they always put too much food in the feeder. And what happens sometimes is the food will go rotten and start to go bad. So you have to be very careful, because sometimes if your food in the bird feeder goes bad, it can actually harm the birds. It can make them feel unwell. Mr. Duncan, I fear that I am afraid of writing here on the live chat just in case I make a mistake. Don't worry about it. So the thing in my hand is a bird feeder. So this is something that you use for feeding the birds. Can you see it? So there it is. So that is something I use when I want to feed my birds. And then the birds will fly down and they will eat from the bird feeder. Do, do, do. So I will put some more of these in here. As I said earlier, this particular stuff is called suet. It is a type of fat, and the birds love this particular food because it gives them lots of energy. Okay, I will put that over there. There it is. And also I have another thing here. This is also for suet, but this particular suet is shaped like a ball. I will show you on camera. There we go. So there you can see suet ball. So that particular thing is called a suet ball. So it is shaped like a ball. Hence the name. For those who are wondering why I'm doing this morning there was something that I thought I had to do, but I couldn't remember what it was. And then I suddenly realised I had to come out to feed the birds. And I forgot all about it. So now I am putting it right. What about you? Do you ever feed the birds? Do you ever care for the nature around you? There is one thing I am realising at the moment. I am absolutely freezing. It is very cold here in the UK today. Thank you very much, Lewis. So the birds are very important to me. If there's one thing I love doing, I love sitting sometimes in the house. I like to sit by the window and I like to watch the birds feeding in the garden. So one of the best ways to attract the birds into your garden is to have a bird feeder over here. You can see it. I will also put some food on this here. So this is a cage. It is a type of cage where the birds can fly inside and they can safely eat without being taken away by a predator. Oh, by the way, that's the other thing I have to mention about living here. There are many birds that like to eat other birds. Oh dear. Not very good. So, in my little cage, I will put some sunflower hearts. There you go. And also I will put some of these. I will put some of these in the cage as well. In fact, I can already hear the birds. Look, the birds are arriving already. Hello, birds. They are all waiting to feed. They are watching me. So funny. Come on. In you go. There you go. Okay, that's done. That's finished because my fingers have become very numb and cold. So now I must go back inside. Christina says you are a good-hearted person because you love the nature like me. Thank you, Christina. That's very kind of you to say. Well, I'm always fascinated by nature, the things around us. And of course, at the back of the house at the moment, there are lots of sheep. And at night, the sheep will all gather round and they will lie on the ground and fall asleep. So I think the birds are now waiting to come and get something to eat. So I will now go back inside and we will continue with today's live stream. Don't go away. Do, 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 do. Oh my goodness. I am absolutely freezing. I'm not sure if that was a good idea or not. I'm back inside now. Look at my fingers. They are turning blue. So I hope you enjoyed that. Something a little different. Something a little strange maybe for some people. So that was the thing that I forgot about this morning. Now, this morning when I got up, I did think of the birds. But because I had so many things to do, it slipped my mind. If something slips your mind, it means it disappears from your memory. You can't remember what it is. Mr. Duncan, did you lock the door? Yes. Yes, I did lock the door. Don't worry. I definitely locked the door. Thank you very much for your care and attention. Isn't that lovely? It's coming up to 3:05, but I will be with you for a little bit longer, so don't worry. I'm not going away. Even though I'm freezing cold at the moment. I'm absolutely freezing. It is very cold outside. Shall we have another look outside? Because it's ever so nice out there. That is the view at the moment. Outside the window. It looks nice, but it is freezing cold. That's all I will say. Whew, dear me. So we have the mystery idiom. I don't think anyone has guessed the mystery idiom today. So I will show it very briefly before I go. There it is again. Today's mystery idiom. It is a well-known expression in the English language. But what is it? What is today's mystery idiom? If you think you know, let me know. And then I will let you know what the answer is later on. Thank you very much to Connell. Hello, Connell. Do you ever use peoples instead of persons? Peoples, yes, you might when you are talking about possessive things. For example, China has the People's Republic of China. So the peoples is the plural possessive. So I hope that answers your question. Al Care, what a beautiful place you live in. Thank you very much. I know I'm very lucky because I live in a nice part of England. There are many beautiful parts of England that you can live and enjoy. We have some more words here. Oh my goodness, even more words to talk about, even though my fingers have now turned blue. Another word, give. So we had take earlier on. Here is another word that we can use, and this is the opposite, give. Something that is nice, something that is friendly. You give something. So maybe you offer, you give. Maybe you give some money to your friend because they don't have any. Maybe you give something to another person for their birthday. So maybe you give them a present. So quite often give is a positive word. Give is a word that means to be generous. You like to give. You like to give your time. So you can even give your time. If you spend your time helping other people, we might say that you give your time. So this is a nice word. Isn't it nice to have something positive to mention in this day and age? I really think so. Another word that can be used instead of give is offer. Offer. So you might offer something to a person. You might offer some money. You might offer a job. So if you have a job offer, it means someone has said that they will give you a job. A job offer. I had a phone call yesterday with a job offer from someone, and they want me to work for them. So if you receive a job offer, it means someone wants to give you a job, which is rather nice. I think so. All my paper is stuck together. Award. You might also give a person an award. You give it to them because you think they deserve some recognition. So you give them an award. But also award can be a verb. So you can award someone. You give something to a person. Maybe you give them extra money for their job because you think they are working very hard. Ooh. So you get an award. They award you a pay rise. You get more money. I thank you for your award. Handout. Here is another word. So handout can also be used as a verb and also as a noun. So when you hand out something, you are giving. Maybe you are giving one thing, or maybe you are giving one thing to many people. So you might hand out leaflets. You might hand out tickets. You hand out. You give. Maybe you give one thing to many people. Maybe you give many things to lots of people. You hand out. So hand out normally means something that is given. You give something. You hand out. We could also say present. If you present something, again, you are giving it. You are showing something. You are giving a performance. You are giving a lecture. You present something. You give something that you are doing. For example, I present this English lesson. So I am presenting it. I am giving this to you. Another word we can use is grant. Grant. If you grant something, once again, you give, or we can also use this to allow a person to do something by giving them, normally money. So if you give someone a grant, it means you have given them some money so they can do something. Maybe a grant for study, or maybe a grant for scientific research. So there are many ways the word grant can be used. So you give. You allow a person to have 3 wishes. You grant their wishes. You give them 3 wishes. Leave. Now this seems like a negative word, but it isn't. Leave. If you leave something for a person, you are giving it to them by putting it in one place. So maybe you leave your keys under the doormat so a person can take the keys and use them. So leave something is to put something in a certain place for someone to take later. Leave. Here is a sad one. This is a sad word. I don't want to be sad on a Friday, but here it is, bequeath. If you bequeath something, it means you leave something normally in your will. So after you die, your will be read out, and the things that you have given to your family or friends, you will bequeath. You will leave them behind for someone to have, to take, or to own. You bequeath something. Here's another word, pass. So pass can mean offer or give. So you might pass one thing to another person, such as a football. If you are kicking a football around the field with your friend, you might pass the ball to your friend. You kick the ball to them. So you give the ball to your friend. You allow the ball to go in the direction of where your friend is. Bestow. Oh, I like this word. Again, bestow is a beautiful word that means give. you bestow, you give, you offer, you give something to a person, normally with kindness or love. Ooh. We have one more word before I go. Oh, I like this word. Donate. So donate is another word that means give. You often give something to help another person do something or to have something that they don't have. So maybe you donate some clothing. Excuse me. That cold air has gone on my lungs. So maybe you donate money. Maybe you donate your time. So donate often means to give without wanting anything else in return. So you might donate some old clothes to a charity. And then the charity will give those clothes to people who need them. Maybe they are homeless. So donate is to give without wanting anything else in return. So you give something freely. So you might donate money. Ooh. So maybe there is someone who teaches English on YouTube and they do it for free. Maybe this person has been doing it for many years. Maybe they've been doing it for 13 years and they do it for free. You might donate a small amount of money to them to allow their work to continue. Donate. Thank you very much for your company today. A lot of people have been here today joining me. We had some fun in the studio and also I went outside. I'm not sure if that was a good idea because it's freezing out there at the moment. It is very cold here in England. Hello also to Paquito. Thank you very much for the class, Mr. Duncan. I'm not going just yet because I have to give you the answer to today's mystery idiom. Here it is, the question. Today's mystery idiom, but what is the answer to the question? What is it? Please tell us. Here is the answer to today's mystery idiom. A well-known phrase. I'm surprised that no one guessed it right. Money for old rope is the answer to today's mystery idiom. Money for old rope. The meaning, to give the impression that something is fresh and original when little effort has been put into creating it. You are paying for something that has been lazily created. It is money for old rope. So something that has been done, made, created, using very little effort. But you will ask people to pay for it. You will ask people to buy it. Maybe a movie. Maybe a movie is being remade again and again and again. We might say that it is money for old rope. It is something that is being done with very little effort, very little creativity is being put into it. So that is one way of using today's mystery idiom, money for old rope. Ooh. For those who want to get in touch with me, yes, I have a Facebook page. I also have an email address. And also I have a place where you can donate as well, if you feel that that's the thing you want to do. Some breaking news coming through at the moment. It would appear that something is happening in London at the moment. There are reports of gunfire near London Bridge. So that's just come through on my phone right in front of me at the moment. So it would appear that there is an incident of some sort happening in London at the moment. I'm not sure what is happening. I hope it's nothing serious. I hope it is nothing too serious. But in this day and age, you never know. So that's almost it for today. We will have a look in the garden just in case the birds have decided to come. Are they there? I can't see any birds at the moment. I think maybe they are a little bit shy because I was outside talking to you all. But it looks as if at the moment the birds aren't... Oh, yes, there is a bird now. Oh, yes, the birds are coming. Yes. Now, when I was out there, I noticed that there was a robin and also 3 or 4 blue tits were watching me. So I think that they are the birds that you can see now. So you can see there are some birds now in the garden and they are feeding from the bird feeder. What a lovely way to end today's live stream. Thank you very much, Noemi. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Martha. How nice to see you here today. Don't forget you can watch this again. And something I forget to mention, something I always forget, is you can have captions on the live stream. So if you press C on your keyboard, you can actually have live captions. I will be back on Sunday. And of course, Sunday is the 1st of December. We are finally into the final last month of 2019. What will happen? Will it be a busy month? Well, for me, it's going to be very busy. I hope you have a good weekend, by the way. Thanks a lot to Hailey Kwang. Thank you also to Martha. Thank you to Irene. Thank you also to Valentin. I hope you've enjoyed today's live stream. It's been fun being here. I do enjoy doing this. I must be honest with you. We will have one last look outside. There it is, the beautiful weather. The sun is about to set. Yes, I'm not joking. The sun is about to set. You can see that many of the shadows are very long in the distance. And that's because the sun is now getting ready to set. Because during the winter time, the days here in the UK are very short indeed. That's almost it then. I hope you've enjoyed today. Thank you, Irene. Mr. Duncan, have a nice cup of hot tea or chocolate. Bye-bye and thank you very much. And goodbye to all the birds as well. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you, Irene. Thank you, Anna Kobe, Valentin, Zuzika, Palmyra. Catch you on Sunday. See you on Sunday. Here are the times. Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, 2 p.m. UK time. However, there will be a slight change next Wednesday because I'm helping Mr. Steve with something rather exciting. Details to come on Sunday. I will see you later. This is Mr. Duncan in the birthplace of English saying thanks for watching me today. I always hope that this is interesting. I hope it isn't too boring. If you like this, tell a friend. Like and subscribe. If you don't like it, tell me. And of course, until Sunday, 2 p.m. UK time, you know what's coming next. Yes, you do. Ta-ta for now.